Hello artists! So today we are going to create a landscape scene, so a picture that is outside, and we're going to learn how we can draw some trees using the letter Y to make our branches. And we also learned about an artist, Charles Burchfield, and how he used a lot of neutral colors like tan and white and black and gray. And so you can use neutral colors or and also decide what season is your picture. Is it springtime? Is it fall? Are the leaves changing? Is it winter? Is there snow? Or is it summer and it's sunshine everywhere? So you can use chalk, pastels, or if you have sidewalk chalk, is what we usually use when we make this picture. But if you don't have those, just use whatever you have available to you at home to add your colors to your pictures. And you can use a white sheet of paper, or you could also use a colored sheet of paper. So it's up to you what you'd like to use for your background. So I will start with the white paper just so it's easier for you to see. And you may want to draw in pencil first just in case you make any mistakes. So the first thing we're going to do is create a horizon line. So that is where the ground meets the sky. And it does not have to be a precise straight line. It can be a little wobbly. So that's the ground and that's my sky. So now I'm going to start drawing some trees. So I'm going to draw the trunk of my tree here. It's going to be a vertical line, so it goes straight up and down. And then I'm going to turn it into a Y. So we have two diagonal lines coming off of that vertical line to make a big Y. And then I'm going to draw some other Ys that are coming out from these diagonal lines to be my branches. I could even add maybe some more little Ys down here, maybe another little one there. I could even have Ys coming off those Ys there. So there's one tree with branches. So I might draw a smaller one here, and if it's smaller, it's either a smaller tree or it might be farther away too than this one. Actually, I might have this come up a little bit more, and that'll help it look like it's farther away than this tree, because as things get farther back in the distance, they look a little bit smaller than they would being right there. So this one's farther away, and maybe I'll have one more big tree over here. So I've got my Y, and then I have my little Ys coming off of my big Y for my branches. So then these trunks look pretty skinny right now, so I might make them a little bit thicker. And then I'm going to be filling this in with marker, so I don't really have to erase that line on the inside. I'll make this guy a little bit bigger over there too. So now that I have my trees drawn out in pencil, I'm going to go over them with a Sharpie, or if your parents don't let you use Sharpies at home, you can use just a black marker if you have one. So I'm going to go over my pencil lines with the Sharpie really quick. Okay, so I've outlined my tree, so now I'm going to add some color to my pictures. So I have my chalk pastels, and I just kind of keep them all together in one thing, so they might get a little dirty. So you can take a paper towel, and then you can just kind of rub it around in the paper towel to help kind of clean off your pastels. And then I'm going to, maybe these are fall trees. I think these leaves are going to be changing color on this tree. So I'm just kind of doing some little circular kind of lines for my leaves up here. And then you can use either a cotton ball if you have one at home, or Q-tip, or you can use your fingers or paper towel, but you can use that to kind of smear the chalk around so it kind of fills in those white spaces, and it kind of gives it a soft, misty look for your picture. So maybe this tree back here, I think it's got some flowers on it, so this might have some pink leaves. Maybe that's springtime. And if you want to, so I'm going to use a little different section of my cotton ball to kind of move that around. And this one here, maybe it's got green leaves still, so I'll get some green. And you can even use the side of your chalk too. So that has my green leaves. I'm kind of blend those around for that picture. And then if it's fall, maybe some of these leaves have fallen onto the ground down here, so I might draw a little bit of orange down there. Maybe there's some pink that's fallen on the ground. And then my green, actually I might use a light green. So this is maybe grass on my ground down here. So I'm just going to use a little bit of green in here to be my grass. And then I might even maybe mix a little bit of brown, one of those neutral colors, in with my green there. And I could blend this, or I could just leave kind of my lines showing. So like I said, you could maybe use the Q-tip too to blend the colors a little bit. But I don't want to kind of mix them all up, because then it might just all be brown. And I'm kind of keeping my lines going in the same direction too. So these are all kind of horizontal lines. Those were kind of swirly lines. So I'm kind of blend that brown in with the green. But then I think for these colors, I'm going to use this side to blend those colors down there. So now I have my sky. I'm gonna do some blue in my sky. I think I need to clean off. Oh, this one's a little gray. Maybe I'll do some gray since that's a neutral color. Maybe it's about to rain and it's a gray day outside. So I'm gonna take this neutral color and kind of fill in my sky. I'm kind of going around my leaves on my trees there so it doesn't mix in. And once again, I could leave it like that. It kind of has a nice texture, or I could use my cotton ball to kind of blend it in a little bit more with that kind of misty look. And then I could even maybe take a white, I don't even know if you can see it, but do some maybe little clouds with a white chalk in there. So there is my landscape scene, and I was going to show you a way you could do a winter scene too with your darker colored paper. So on this darker piece of paper, I did my same white trees there, but now these light white pastels are going to show up even better. So then you could use the white to maybe make it look like there's snow on the ground. So I'm kind of doing those directional lines. These ones are kind of going horizontal, following along that horizon line. And you could even make footprints in the snow too if you want to. Maybe I could take a gray and do little, paw prints in the snow. And then if they're going back, they would be getting smaller as they go back in the distance too. So there's some little paw prints in there. Or I could have, maybe the snow is coming down from the sky, and do little kind of hatch marks to make it look like it's snowing in my picture. And then sometimes when it's snowing, maybe a little bit of snow kind of gets hung up on your branches there, or maybe even if they're evergreen trees, they might even still have, some leaves on the branches, and then have some snow maybe on top of the leaves as well. Maybe some of the leaves are still falling off, so you can kind of have it be whatever season that you would like in your picture. Well, I hope you had fun making some trees for your landscape pictures. Have a great day. Bye.